Hey everyone, I'm Jessica here with another solo review, and today I'm talking about Ancient Realm. And to be clear, of course, I received this copy for free from Button Shy to review, so these are my thoughts here, and here we go. So, Ancient Realm is going to be one of those nice pocket-sized games, wallet editions or wallet-sized. I don't know, it's tiny, which is fantastic. And in this one, you are building up, as you figured, an ancient realm based on different districts and wonders in these different blocks that you get to activate. And they have multi-purpose cards, so let's get into it. And this one is really cool in terms of the decision space because there are a lot of sort of planning things that you have to do as you are creating this line of cards. So for instance, districts will look like this. They're going to have these different blocks that you can see, which all sort of fall into these different features, and they will do certain things at the bottom. However, they only actually activate once you overlap them with another card. So what would that look like? This could be my line to start with. I would have another district that I would then have to overlap, and I could overlap it in this way. And if I did that, I'd be activating just that mine, and that would be how my line now looks. I could also activate two, let's do it the right way. I could activate two like that, or even three. And what does this actually do, right? What is the point of all of this? What you're trying to do is to build up this nice realm, and they all have different scoring objectives. So especially on those mines are going to have special scoring here, but the tricky part there is it has to actually be exposed. So if I cover that up to gain some coins, I'm not going to be able to score that at the end of the game. So there's this neat sort of interplay between, all right, I need that for resources right now in order to build something, because you're going to be building all these wonders, which are very expensive, by the way. Wonders are not cheap to build. So the cost for what it costs is here in terms of the resources. So in the districts, at least, you have those blocks that you're sort of figuring out, when do I want to activate them? How do I create a cool line in terms of what do I want to activate? So sometimes as you're creating this, you can place a card to the left or right without overlapping. And the reason you might want to do that is you might want to actually say, like, for instance, if I do this, then I have a 3-block area of a field, a quarry, and the woodsman? I may want to activate those by taking the next card and placing it to overlap those there. Other things that are going on here as you're just thinking through those decisions, there's going to be a market that it starts off with 2 districts and 2 wonders. And on the back of those district cards, there's going to be some type of special event that is in place as long as this card is here. When you replace a card in the market, though, you get to decide if it's going to be a district or a wonder. So what that means is if I want to have this event out for a while, I'm going to start filling the market with more wonders. However, if that's not helping me, or if I can't do anything with wonders, I will then move that card into the market, and then the next event would take place. It is a really cool decision space, like I mentioned, because you've got a lot going on, but it's not too much. Playtime for this is probably around 10 to 15 minutes tops for me. I sometimes fly through, and hey, I'm no expert. I usually get in the Ruinous category for scoring, so don't take advice from me on how to play. But in terms of what this game offers and that thinking process, it's really great. And I sometimes have, I love the games where you're overlapping cards and doing some certain things like this. Sometimes, though, I have issues for whatever reason with understanding and seeing what's going on. This one, though, makes a lot of sense, and it's really fun to play through. You don't have that many cards, so this is it in terms of districts, and you've got your wonders. That's it, which might seem like, there's not a lot there. Granted, there's not. I'm not saying there's a ton of variety here, but with what you have and the way that those cards come out and the way that you create the line which, by the way, your Ancient Realm is, you want to overlap to a certain degree, but you're going to go wider and wider because, especially, those wonders, the wonders you can't actually overlap. So that's another cool sort of limitation on how you're building that makes you think through, where am I going to put this? If I want to activate some of these blocks, I need to move the wonder away or not place it right now. Another thing I didn't mention, but which is neat, are you have these resource cards that you just rotate in order to track how much you have. They're double-sided, and the maximum you can have of any resource is 7. These are great because it cuts down on the number of components and the play space as well. You just have some cards laid out. Those are really clear, really easy to see, which is great. I have been having a great time with this. My only kind of, I don't want to say complaint, but issue is that it is a button-shy rulebook, which is great. It's one of these pamphlet-sized ones that has some examples and some rules, but it has tiny text, which is fine, understandable, but I always wish there was just one more panel of examples in these. I've had to look up a couple things online just to get a little clarification on. I do feel like the rule book could just be a little bit more, and I understand it's a wallet-sized, everything has to fit in here with the cards, so I get it, it needs to be short. It just could be a little clearer, just a little bit. But that is about it. In terms of actually playing and having fun, this one is a really nice puzzle because, again, you're choosing those different districts, those different wonders, figuring out when you want to place things next to each other, when you want to overlap and activate those blocks, because, again, a lot of the time, they have to do with, sometimes it's great for getting resources right now to build a wonder, but other times it's hard because there are scoring conditions on those, and also some cards play together in terms of those scoring conditions or bonuses. So lots of things to think about, but still in a fairly quick and lightweight package. This is not something that you're going to sit there forever, for hours, pondering over. You make a decision, you go with it. Or maybe that's what my issue is. I make decisions, I go with them, and let's confirm it again. What rank do you think I fall into all the time? Yeah, Ruinous. I have got up to respectable, so it is possible for me to get there. But again, that is Ancient Realm, and I received this copy from the publisher, so thank you again for sending that my way. I am excited to keep playing and working on my score and getting that line to just look really cool with the different wonders and building everything. Definitely one of those overlapping card games that I am having so much fun with. And hopefully, if you have it, you're enjoying it too. So as always, thanks so much for watching and take care. Bye!